Hello and welcome. You're watching Business Today Television. I'm Sakshi Batra and this is our special edition where we are going to be talking all about gold. Gold is the only thing that is glittering the sharpest at this point in time. 1 lakh mark on gold has already been seen on the retail level. If you go to the jewelry stores right next to you today on the 24 karat gold, you will have to shell out more than 1 lakh rupees for 10 grams today. That's for the first time we have seen the retail prices of gold in the physical market cross that 1 lakh mark. On the MCX, we have gold prices trending at 99,178 rupees per 10 grams as well. What remains to be seen is what next and what are the factors that are pushing gold prices to all-time high levels. We are going to be joined by two special guests to guide us through what the gold prices and the outlook can be. We have with us joining in Mr. Colin Shah, who's with us now on the show. He's from COMEX Jewelers, and we also have Ajay Kedia, who's been analyzing gold prices for us all through the last 1 year of trade. We have been tracking gold prices soaring. A warm welcome to both of you, and thank you so much for taking the time out for this discussion. A very, very important day of trade, and everybody wants to know what is behind the gold prices' sudden rally to all these all-time high prices and what is next as well. Let's start off with you, Ajay, and I want to understand from you, do you think this 1 lakh mark has approached far too sooner than expected?
Yeah, very good afternoon, Rashi. But definitely, gold is always known for its surprises. Most of the time, generally, we see gold as a big elephant, generally walk very slowly and steadily. But this time in 2025, whatever the target we or industry has expected, that has already breached in the couple of month period. No doubt, last year we were expecting gold to be testing around, let's say, $3,000 in international. But today we are very close to 3,500. Thanks to Donald Trump, we can say, because right now the momentum, or we can say what are the factors which could actually support gold, is already been in the dice. We can say we have geopolitical concern, we have tariff war, we have de-dollarization, central banks are buying, ETFs are buying. So everything is right now supporting. Only thing is the fear, which is the base, or we can say underlying. That is why gold is very closer to 3,500 level mark, or we can say 1 lakh mark on domestic market.
Absolutely. Let's also get Colin in the conversation. Colin, what's the scenario at the physical stores at this point in time? Are people apprehensive of buying gold, or people are rushing to buy gold even at these all-time high levels of 1 lakh mark?
No, they're definitely not rushing in. Like Ajay already said, this level which we are seeing, nobody thought that we would reach this fast in, say, January or even March,
Yes.
I would say,
Yes.
right? But as weeks are going by and every week as the events are unfolding, war is not coming to an end in Russia, Ukraine, even the Hamas crisis not over, de-dollarization, bonds being sold. I guess, the factors and I guess these tariffs, the uncertainty, especially in the global markets, on not only gems and jewelry, but I guess uncertainty overall on the economy is definitely helping the gold cause. And besides that, there are some large hedge funds also who have built huge speculative positions. So if this uncertainty continues, then I guess we'll just see higher levels week on week. But if the tariff situation, the uncertainty ends, if the wars end, I guess a lot of uncertainty on all fronts. But if I guess these situations unfold in the next 2, 3 months, then we may see stabilization or even a correction.
Okay. Ajay, let me come to you on that. What's the outlook from here? Where does gold go from here? If the factors continue, Ajay, Colin says, then do you think we can see higher prices from here? What are you penciling in already?
See, I think nothing is working, because if we talk about technicals, there are many ways to judge the prices. So first of all, fundamental that are totally supportive right now. Second would be the data side. Third would be the technical side. But coming on the technical side, which gives us a perfect number where the gold can be heading. Frankly, on the breach of 3,000 level, we have reworked and we found 35, 40, 3,600 could be the higher side, because there are certain tools in technical, like we used to call RSI, that is shows the strength of this current rally. He's been severely overbought. We have never seen since 1970 this type of level, which actually just halt us or help us to rethink whether this rally would be continued. Because right now we have already seen Japan is on negotiation talk. Only is China and US talk. If suppose it comes in the next 1 hour, next 1 month, next 1 week, immediately we can see a pull off. So I think on the higher side, I would be very skeptical from current level. Maybe we can see 35, 40, 3600 on higher side, but can't confirm from here. No doubt on domestic, a psychological level of 1 lakh can be tested, but holding at that level or buying at that level would be too much riskier as of now, because as an investment for gold from current level, the risk reward ratio doesn't allow me to take any long position over here. Whereas silver might be another way, but I think gold at this level should be wait and watch.
Gold at this level should be wait and watch. So you said 3540 to $3,600 an ounce is what you're expecting in domestic markets beyond 1 lakh. Where do you see gold in the near term if the situation persists like we are seeing right now?
Currently, we have seen rupee is getting strengthening because of dollar weakness, so that has been slightly capping on domestic side. But then also the looking to the volatility and thing. Maybe I'm very skeptical to test 1 lakh rupees to see on screen. But I think 1 lakh, 1 lakh 2,000 could be the level. But I would not be recommending anything at this level to take long position, particularly for.
Okay, not advisable to invest in gold at these levels. Let me come to you, Colin. You know, this 1 lakh mark has come in right ahead of Akshay Tritiya, one of the most important days where we see people which go to buy gold, as an auspicious occasion. What's the anticipation now for Akshay Tritiya? Do you think people will probably give it a pass at these levels on Akshay Tritiya to buy gold?
So our consumer, what we've seen historically, and I may be wrong, but historically what we've seen is that they buy at all levels. And especially on occasions, Akshay Tritiya, wedding, Dhanteras, if say they have 10 lakhs to invest, they will spend 10 lakhs. Obviously, they'll get less in that 10 lakhs and maybe what they got 1 year back. But our consumer generally, and that's why gold is such a safe haven, because what we've seen is that the consumption at all levels keeps on happening. It may reduce a little, but it doesn't drop off a cliff.
Okay. Ajay, coming to you, I think one more aspect that we need to discuss is that gold prices have also, outperformed silver in this interim as well. What do you think is the reason behind that? All along last 1 year when we have been discussing, we have been talking about how silver has better prospects than gold because of its, appeal, because it also is, as an investment because of many industries using silver, not just for ornaments and not just for gems and jewelry purpose, but many industries like semiconductor, EVs, all the budding industries also use silver in their products, and that's why we were hoping that silver will continue to probably be a better opportunity. But at this current state, we are actually seeing gold outperforming silver. What's the reason for that, and what do you see is the outlook between gold and silver then?
This actually a big because the festive is in front of us. We call it Akshay Tritiya. So I would recommend सोना शुभ के लिए लीजिए but return के लिए चांदी लीजिए, because I think whatever the rally up till now has been seen in gold, but you have rightly said, see, whenever we have to understand whether silver is underperforming or it is overperforming gold, so we have gold silver ratio. We will be dividing gold prices by silver prices. We'll get a ratio which is currently trading near to 106 level, which suggests silver is quite underperformed as compared to gold. In last 50 years, only two times we have seen. First, during the COVID period, this ratio has went up to the level of 126, and currently the prices ratio is around 106. In last 50 years, we have never seen this ratio heading beyond 90 level. At least in 1991, we have seen this ratio towards 91, 92 level. So this clearly shows silver is underperforming. The reason behind this, since last 5 years, we have seen COVID. Post-COVID, we have seen industrial demand was totally dent. After that, in 2002, we have seen Russia-Ukraine war that has also impacted all industrial demand and things. And now tariff war is again impacting the industrial demand. So I think in last 5, 6 years, industrial demand is not at all picking up. But definitely the scenario what we used to see in 10 years back, 12 years back was totally different. Today, EV unit, or we can say clean energy, consume very well silver. So I think for longer perspective, I'm very much bullish for silver, but that may take time as economy stabilize. But overall, I think looking to current scenario, I think some uncertainty would be there with silver. Also, maybe a drop of around 80-85 zone could be a re-enterable level for any investor. But going forward from here, I am expecting at least bare minimum 130, 134 on domestic side. That means from here also, it has a potential of 35-40% gain. I think silver should be the best pick, but as of now, because of uncertainty, silver is slightly underperformed.
Okay, got that. So slightly underperforming because of the uncertainty. That's why people are preferring gold. But for the long-term absolute returns, you can actually go for investment in silver at this stage is what Ajay's thought process is. Let me also get Colin here. Colin, I want to understand from you what has usually been the trend on Akshay Tritiya in terms of purchases, and what do you expect this time around? Do you expect people to continue to buy gold jewelry, or do you think people are now more tilting towards gold coins and bars, looking at how prices are surging and how they can also invest in physical gold as an investment and not just for consumption?
So what we are seeing, Akshay Tritiya continues to be, I guess, the second largest occasion after Dhanteras for sure. It's bang in the middle of wedding season also in most states in the country. So gold jewelry buying will happen. Like I said, the budgets obviously remain the same in spite of the raw material price going up so much. So we'll
Yes.
see more lighter weight, larger spread kind of gold jewelry. Diamond jewelry, definitely we are seeing an upsurge, after a slight dip which we saw last year. The last
Okay.
quarter has been particularly strong even for diamond jewelry. Polki continues to be extremely strong. Gemstone, is trending much higher than what it used to earlier. And then, of course, the new emerging category is lab grown. So, all in all, retail is quite optimistic about next week, Akshay Tritiya.
Next week, Akshay Tritiya. Okay, got that. We'll keep that in mind. Now, I have to ask you, Ajay, what's the suggestion for investors from your end on Akshay Tritiya? What do you foresee now? It's just about 7-8 days from now. Do you see the prices continue to surge? What should they do at this point in time if somebody has to look at buying gold on Akshay Tritiya? What's the best way?
So I think just in previous question only I have told that for a shoe definitely go for a gold, but quantity should be very nominal or as per auspicious day. But for investment, I would prefer still gold because still silver, because gold has given almost 38% return, or around
Yes.
36-38% this year YTD if we talk about, and since last 1 year it is more than 40%. That this type of return we have never seen in any asset class. I'm talking about not about this crypto and all, but on any property or anything. So I think already the rally has been done. So that is why for auspicious thing, definitely go for a gold, but return would be definitely from silver. Then also I think there are many other avenues are available, like ETF would be most preference if you are an investor, but if you are a consumer, then definitely gold coin or gold jewelry would be good, because we can keep that gold for a longer period.
Okay, gold ETFs in case you want to just use gold as an investment option for yourself, but as a consumption, you should definitely go for gold coin or jewelry in this upcoming Akshay Tritiya. But Colin, do you think this 1 lakh mark on gold has become a new normal now? Even if some kind of a cool off, as both of you do expect that some kind of a correction could come in if things stabilize, how much correction could really come? Do you think we have passed that stage that we will see 80,000, 85,000 kind of levels at all back again, even if there is a cool off? How much cool off can there be, and will this 1 lakh be the new normal for gold?
Right now, it looks like 1 lakh is the new normal for gold. Right now, if you talk about immediate term. But long term, it depends on many, many factors, especially what's going to happen with the tariffs, what's going to happen with the wars, what's going to happen further with, tariff and wars, and then the de-dollarization. So it's hard to say. And then in India, we'll also have the dollar rupee, the depreciation of our currency. So I wouldn't be able to predict, how much correction, but correction.
correction could come in. But for the year end, Colin, what's your take on gold? What do you expect both on international level and on domestic level?
Again, like I said, there are too many uncertainties, there are too many factors. So, it's impossible to say right now, I would say.
Impossible to say right now, extremely difficult, because gold prices have already surged in a very, very sharp uptick that we've seen already this year, over 30% kind of a move, and in the last 1 year 40% surge, just like how Ajay pointed that this has been never seen in such a short period, that any asset class has given you such a sharp return, especially gold, when we compare to the past kind of return. So extremely difficult to say at this point in time. I think, Ajay, then last word from you. For the year end, if somebody has to prepare for, the current is the summer season of the weddings. If somebody has to prepare for winter wedding season, December onwards, what is the strategy that one adopts on gold?
See, the previous question will continue with the gold. How much it will correction? See, in last 25 years, we have never seen only 4 times gold has corrected, but that to around 8 to 9%. But if we go in history, in 1980, we have seen gold prices made a high of almost $873, and after that, for continuous 5 years, market was in negative and corrected around 67%, making a low of almost 282. Then same kind of movement we have seen in 1987 when prices was around 500 nearby and corrected for next 4 5 years till 92. So similarly, I think the recent case study with us is around let's say 2011, where gold has made a high of $1920, and for next 4 5 years we have went down to the level of almost 45% corrected, making a low of 1100 nearby. So I think correction, but for that we need some fundamental side like de-escalation of tariff or geopolitical tension comes down. Even my biggest fear would be the ETF, because up till now, whenever we buy, India generally don't buy gold, we consume gold. So we never comes gold in the market as a selling, because as per auspicious days, or we can say as per ritual, we never sell gold. We Indians never sell gold. But now ETF is a new way of buying, and ETF buyer are investor, and always investor look for an investment, or we can say target percentage growth. For example, if suppose somebody has invested, if he's getting 18 20% return, definitely he will rush to book a profit. So my fear for 2025 is going to be an investor side, let it be from international, let it be from domestic side, where I can see some profit booking could be possible. Coming to the year end target, totally I am exhausted with a target. Whatever
Yes.
target I have given, 85, 92, 96, 98, all are achieved. But I think the range would be bigger here. Still, I am sticking to my range of, let's say, 36, $50 on higher side. Maybe possible in next couple of days we may see this type of havoc is going on. But downside support, I am expecting 26, $2,700 in international. Whereas on domestic side, if everything sort out, then maybe a new normalcy could be around, let's say, 80, 82 level we can see. But holding that level would be a little bit questionable, because whenever there is a sharp fall in gold, immediately buyers come. But I
Yes.
think higher side, maybe 1 lakh 2,000, 1 lakh 3,000 could be a new high we can see.
Okay, got that. We also saw Mr. Uday Kotak quote this morning, and he said very interestingly that the performance of gold over time has highlighted that the Indian housewife is the smartest fund manager in the world. This was his call on gold right in the morning when he tweeted, and we had talked about this in a morning show as well. Right after his tweet, we saw gold prices soaring to all-time high levels, crossing that 1 lakh mark as well. Colin, what's your take? Indian housewives being the smartest investors, can they continue to invest in gold?
Indian housewives have been the smartest for many, many years. They'll continue to be the smartest. And they're smart because, like any smart investor, they buy at all levels and they are long term in nature. So I guess what Uday Kotak is saying is very true, actually, for our Indian housewife.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, Colin and Ajay, thank you so much for being with us on the show,
Thank you
helping
so
us
much.
navigate through the skyrocketing prices of gold. The outlook still remains pretty uncertain. We do not know a lot of moving factors there that might impact, but seems like 1 lakh is the new normal for gold if the current situation remains. We'll have to see if the things change, all the factors Trump tariff talk, geopolitical uncertainties, wars, inflation, slowing down of the economy, the key factors that have been pushing gold prices higher. Any cool down on all of this can also lead to some kind of a cool off. But again, as we have always seen, any cool off gets immediately buyers latching onto the prices. So the new normal could be just 1 lakh and above. We have to get used to of this new 1 lakh historic mark on gold. Thank you so much, Colin and Ajay. A pleasure having you on Business Today Television and on this special. All right, viewers, we'll wrap it up at that on gold prices then. A whole host of outlook that has been shared, but we will continue to get you more voices throughout the course of the day from investors guiding you through as to what should your strategy be on gold at 1 lakh level.
She has graced the covers of Vogue.